On Sunday, Allen police officers arrested a man on a misdemeanor drug possession charge. Marvin Scott had less than 2 ounces of marijuana on him. But later that day, he was found dead in the Collin County Jail. The sheriff's office isn't saying much, but we've learned the Texas Rangers are investigating what happened.
A little bit earlier, this candlelight vigil, about 200 people were here at this park in McKinney. These are friends and family of Marvin Scott. They all say he was, quote, a gentle giant.
It's been more than a week ago. Marvin Scott died in the Collin County Jail, and since then his grieving family, along with supporters, have spent just about every day demanding justice.
And then last night we saw protesters who marched through the visitor center and set up a campfire in the road that leads down to the Sally Port. They vowed to keep blocking the entrance to the Sally Port until the jailers are arrested themselves. And the sheriff.
My name is Jim Skinner. I'm a Collin County sheriff. After arresting 26-year-old Marvin Scott III for possession of less than 2 ounces of marijuana, officers from the Allen Police Department brought Marvin to the Collin County Detention Facility.
He's 26 years old, and he was previously diagnosed with schizophrenia. On March 14th, officials say Scott was arrested for possessing less than 2 ounces of marijuana, and that he also appeared to be having a mental health crisis.
Several detention officers tried to secure him to a restraint bed, and during the process used OC spray once, and also placed a spit mask on his face. At around 10:22 p.m., while being placed on the restraint bed, Mr. Scott became non-responsive. Detention officers and nursing staff immediately provided emergency medical attention and called an ambulance. Marvin Scott was transported by ambulance to Baylor Scott and White McKinney, where physicians pronounced him deceased.
It's similar to the text message his family received from the coroner's office to tell them that Marvin Scott III was dead. The family continues to be pushed aside and minimized, and it's hurtful. It caused a great deal of pain to this family. It feels like a small thing, but to someone who has to bury their loved one, as the sheriff invoked, it is a huge deal to disrespect them in that way. There are going to be consequences.
So when he says that he's promised the family a thorough and transparent investigation,
this investigation is neither thorough nor transparent. The statement that he gave today was neither thorough nor transparent.
I appreciate everybody with the effort they've been making to come out and have been making to be out here every day. All I gotta say is that proceeding forward, I want everybody that did come, or if can't make it for future purposes, to tell other people about it, tell their friends. Just spread the word somehow, tell your friends to tell their friends. Everybody needs to be out here.
This story, what happened to him, need to be known. We don't need to wait for the video. We need to let it know.
I know y'all smart individuals.
He already said it.
So for those, and correct me if I'm wrong, and please, and I thank y'all for letting me speak on behalf. If y'all read anything, we have been given, in other words, dibbles and dabbles of information about this man's death. They gave all rights to the Texas Rangers, which we know. And if anybody was here for the first peaceful protest here, that man gave no answers. If I ask you, should I go left or right, you say, well, just go. I mean, it's funny, it really is. But imagine that in their shoes. That's what took place. That's why we're happy y'all here. This man had a spit bag on his face. I don't know about you, but we're all smart enough. If you see your child with a bag over his face, I think he was pepper sprayed. Now they say tased multiple times. They didn't give a whole number, 2+.
And they haven't released the names or the video.
Nothing. Have you seen your brother's body? I think I said enough.
We need to get an independent autopsy.
We have one more person who wants to speak. She's here on behalf of this movement, and she has pertinent information on why we need to take control of voting, why we need to take control of who's put in charge. I respect this lady for what she's doing, and she's gonna let you guys know something that she just told me.
Hi I'm Rebecca. Marvin used to come to our house and play games and stuff with Mickey, my daughter's Tripsy, Mandy. But yeah, so when I heard it, I was confused. Because if you've ever met the man, he's like this giant teddy bear of a person. So I was like, how scared do you have to be to even want to try to control him? It made no sense. But here's our problem. Okay, I'm older. I have children, you know, Marvin's age. So, I'm old. Young people think that voting doesn't help and it doesn't work and they're not even registered. So, I applaud the lady who is behind me. Here's our problem. No one is running against the sheriff. We don't have a way to vote in someone who will say, hey, tasing a person who's having an episode is gonna make it worse, not better. I mean, it's gonna make their mind more scared and they're gonna get more aggravated because they need help and they don't know what to do. It's just gonna make it worse, not better. He should have known that. He needed to learn that. His job is to oversee and protect. We need to get someone in there who will be like, I'm willing to at least learn. I'm willing to teach the cops. If we're seeing this, let's just isolate them, let them calm down, let them get help. So, not cool. But I just learned from a gentleman out there, Denton just hired a sheriff that was not a cop. People, it is possible to not have a cop background and possibly make a difference. So if you can research, if we can get somebody on the ballot, we can get this shit stopped. That's my son over there in the chair. He'd have no recourse. He'd have no way to run. This gotta stop. We need to put people in that we can vote against. So please feel free to help. I'm Rebecca.
I just want to say one last thing before I hand the mic over. If you are new here, please let us know who you are. Say your name. If you're here for Marvin, let us know. If you're not, let us know. Either way, be vocalized about why you're here and who you are so that we know our neighbor, right? We need to know who we standing next to, right? Just in case there's no infiltration or there's no confusion on if something happened, that it don't fall back on us. So we need to be smart and vigilant out here and knowing our neighbor out here. Kim Paxton gotta go. May 1st. Keep that in your mind. May 1st. Local elections. Local elections. Yes. Local. Everything live. Can we get everybody's attention real quick, please? Undivided attention. Respectfully. Because y'all done held it down over here for 30 minutes for us. So hold down for another minute, please.
I'm gonna need everybody in a red shirt around that fire. I want to take a sick ass picture of y'all. Right there. Go ahead, walk with me if you need to.
I won't hurt him. He didn't forget. He's too small for me to hurt.
Great time. All right, y'all. We went up there. You were there, right? You went up there? Okay. Somebody saw me upstairs. Ask
It's like I'm 8 years old again.
Yeah, buddy. Ooh, yes. Look, that. I think I might have to be in that. Don't take us. Okay, now do the kids. Come on, Marvin! Come on, Marvin! Hey! Hey, hold on, jumping jacks. Oh, wait. I'm about to die. Like, hey, man, like, what do I
Marvin! Marvin Scott III! 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 Black lives matter! 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 Marvin Scott III! 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 No peace! No peace! No peace! Marvin Scott III! Marvin Scott III! Patrick Warren Sr. 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 Darius Tarver. Darius Tarver. Darius Tarver. Darius Tarver. Darius Tarver.
They feed us death intentionally. I've been marked at risk since day one of elementary. What lies ahead is either death or penitentiary. Justice seems to be a game of chances and different. They murdered my auntie. I've been coping awkwardly. We were playing video games. They was playing Monopoly. Late Friday night, I heard them creeping on our property. Tay told me to lay low. This could be a robbery. I closed my eyes, I heard a shot and a cacophony. And I don't know the policy, but shoot first, apology is probably ineffective. You got the law degree, but I saw it all. And so I cried my tears in audibly. One more.
Oh, you hit the lines! Are y'all here? Are y'all here?
Yeah.
Okay.
They murdered my son, and I've been coping hopelessly. He went for a run, they grabbed their guns and did it openly. And then they told me clutch my rosaries and meet them by the river, cause the chariots are lower than it's supposed to be. But my son, he fought them nobly, just like his mother taught him, cause resistance is the potpourri of poetry. Dead flowers smell like hope to me, the spirit of a mind, the spirit that's provoking me. In the skies,
Marvin Scott III! Marvin Scott III! Marvin Scott III! Marvin Scott III!
Marvin Scott III! Marvin Scott III! Marvin Scott III! Marvin Scott III! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Save me! Marvin Scott III!
Woo!